So it's my pleasure to introduce TAFISA Vice President of the Americas, Ms. Catherine Forde, who's currently joining us from Trinidad and Tobago. It's very early in the morning. So Catherine, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Catherine will be providing welcome words on behalf of the TAFISA Board of Directors. Catherine, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Keri. Good morning to all participants and welcome. It is my pleasure to welcome you to what is a monumental moment in TAFISA's history, as we are here today to launch the inaugural workshop of the TAFISA Mission 2030 workshop series. TAFISA has been working hard to digitalize as many activities as possible, as well as to create new and innovative ways to engage with and inspire the global Sport for All movement. For these reasons, the workshops are designed to enable the global Sport for All movement to not only use sport for all to drive social change, but also to provide the necessary tools, the knowledge, and the know-how to tackle challenges from the local to the global level. Through the workshops, TAFISA has created a platform to bring together stakeholders from all corners of the world to discuss issues, challenges, successes, and motivations that impact us all in varying degrees. As part of the workshop series, TAFISA will be offering a total of 12 workshops, with each workshop connected to a theme of TAFISA's Mission 2030 for a better world through sport for all. These workshops will be held once every 2 months for the next 2 years and will be available to all stakeholders in the global Sport for All movement. Each workshop is intended to reach different networks and expand our outreach, and will also be held with a selected partner that has something to say and to share on the specific theme. It is our honor today to co-host the workshop with the ITTF Foundation, that's the International Table Tennis, which represents a very progressive international sport federation and is also a TAFISA member. The ITTF Foundation has, within a few short years, managed to create a solid base model and example on how to use sport as a tool to reach the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. We thank you for your support. It is no coincidence that today, our International Women's Day, Gender Equity with the theme of Girls and Women's Empowerment in Sport for All, has been chosen to launch these workshop series. TAFISA recognizes the importance of not only increasing and enhancing opportunities for girls and women to undertake sport and physical activity opportunities, but also the necessity for equal representation at all levels, paving the way for future generations of women to have their voices heard. TAFISA, through Mission 2030, which is our answer to the SDGs, strives for a safe, equal future for all girls and women, free from inequalities, violence, abuse, and discrimination. As you can see, TAFISA is joined today with very special guests representing the importance of collaborations and partnerships to work to achieve our collective goals. This very first workshop welcomes guest speakers from TAFISA's very own global expert and special advisor for Oceania, Wendy Gillett, ITTF Foundation's Global Programs and Operations Coordinator, Julia Tappendorf, and Mariette Brethhauser, Nike's Made-to-Play Director for Social Community Impact. I would like to thank Julia, Wendy, and Mariette on behalf of the TAFISA Board of Directors for their own and their organization's close and dedicated partnership, which TAFISA is very grateful for. I would also like to extend special thanks to Nike for their ongoing support to TAFISA, which began since 2013, and to highlight the tremendous work that they have been operating, acting as an opinion leader and change maker, contributing to move the lines worldwide for girls and women play opportunities. This workshop has received over 300 registrations from over 100 countries, with interest coming from all corners of the world and organizations such as UNESCO, the IOC, the IPC, NOCs, international federations, ministries, universities, NGOs, all showing their desire to be part of the discussion today. TAFISA would like to thank all of the participants who have joined us today, and as we believe that together we are stronger in our quest for a better world through sport for all. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Catherine. It's now my honour to introduce Miss Julia Tappendorf, the International Table Tennis Foundation Global Programs and Operations Coordinator, who's joining us from Germany, who will be giving opening words on behalf of the Foundation. Julia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Keri, and thank you, Catherine, for your welcoming words, and welcome everyone. I'm very happy to see that so many interested people are joining today's workshop. Gender equality has been on the agenda of the International Table Tennis Federation since 2003, when we held our first Women's Forum. For us, the ITTF Foundation, the equality of all gender identities means to ensure professional and social fairness, as well as equal opportunities. So we have to make sure to empower everyone, no matter gender, ethnicity, physical ability, etc. Because diversity, it is a strength, it's not a threat. Just think about that women and girls represent half of the population of the world, which includes half of the world's potential. We have to see that the equality of all gender identities is not only a human right, but also a necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world. Nevertheless, within the world of sport, gender equality is still far from being achieved, and unfortunately, table tennis is not the exception to the rule. We also face a lack of females in participation, performance, and leadership. And there are still stereotypes towards women and girls, including a lack of education and also lack of opportunities, which we must tackle and address openly. Therefore, it is an honor for me to represent the ITTF Foundation and to commemorate today, the International Women's Day, with all the other great people representing the different kind of sports and different areas of sport. We, as the ITTF Foundation, and also on behalf of the ITTF group, we truly believe in the power of sport to contribute to social change. Therefore, it is also very important for us that we have strong partnerships like we have with TAFISA to join forces for the greater good, because only together we can achieve more. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Julia. So before we move on, I'll just quickly introduce myself. My name is Kerry McDonald. I'm the Business Development and Fundraising Manager for TAFISA, and I will be moderating the workshop today. And I'm also based in Germany, just to give you an idea of where we're all positioned right now. So the objectives of the workshop are to provide a space and platform for members of the Global Sport for All movement to discuss and exchange on how we can collectively use sport to drive social change. Through the consortium of expert speakers, attendees will receive insight, experiences, tools, ideas, and methods on how girls and women can reach their full potential in sport for all. And finally, the workshop will provide not only knowledge and know-how, but also practical solutions and recommendations on how we can all empower girls and women in sport for all to achieve true gender equity. TAFISA is absolutely delighted that we are joined today by such fantastic speakers from all over the world. All speakers today have insight, experience, and knowledge to share on empowering girls and women in sport for all. Alongside Julia, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce the other speakers. So we have Ms. Wendy Gillett joining us from Australia today in her capacity as TAFISA's Special Advisor for Oceania. We have Ms. Mariette Brettauer, Made to Play Director, Social Community Impact, Nike, for Europe, Middle East and Africa, joining us from the Netherlands. We're also joined by 5 mentees from the European Commission co-funded Female Leaders of Tomorrow programme, led by TAFISA, the African Union Sports Council Region 5, the European Network of Sport Education, and the Olympic Committee of Slovenia Association of Sport Federations. The 5 mentees we have joining us today are Ms. Carol Chanda Chipupu from Zambia, we have Ms. Kaya Ruck from Germany, we have Ms. Onalena Tse from South Africa, we have Ms. Pumlele Insaneza from Eswatini, and Ms. Tinka Liskovic, sorry Tinka, from Slovenia. So the order of speakers are, we're going to have our first 3 speakers that will be given 15 minutes to present. I will then open the floor for 5 minutes of question and answers directly following the presentations. Please do not hesitate to use the chat function throughout the presentations or raise your hand during the open floor section. We will then have a final round of question and answers at the very end of the workshop today.